As creepy living holograms ABBA are forced to sing 7 times a week, money, money, money must be funny. So we of course thought money would be a great idea for a comedy list about video games. Indeed, years ago we looked at the ways you won video games simply by hoarding all the pretend money you could, paving your way to victory with imaginary coins, chortling all the way. And you lot gave us even more examples in the comments, as, it turns out, having money makes things a lot easier, even in video games. So let's look at 7 times you won by throwing money at your problems, sometimes literally, as suggested by you lot. Beware spoilers for the following games.
Okay, cut.
The Fallout series often lets you make your life easier by spending a few bottle caps, which is the currency in this post-nuclear wasteland. For instance, in Fallout New Vegas, you can buy your way onto the strip by paying 2,000 caps at the door, or drop a lot less on a fake passport.
Here you go.
But there are simpler ways that money can help you win, and no, we're not talking about stocking up at your local merchant, as pointed out by Wolf Killjoy, who said, "Fallout bottle cap mine, literally kill them with currency." That's right, rather than spending money on ammo, many in this post-nuclear wasteland can let their money be the ammo. Bottle cap mines were introduced in Fallout 3, proximity mines that explode much like a frag mine but use bottle caps, Fallout's currency, as added shrapnel within them. In Fallout 3, you can usually find bottle cap mines by workbenches, or use those workbenches to make bottle cap mines yourself, using a Vault-Tec lunchbox, a cherry bomb, a sensor module, and 10 sweet caps. And these babies do a lot of damage, almost 5 times the amount of a regular frag mine. Money well spent. We also wonder if, as well as it being physically painful to have a large amount of metal discs flying towards you at speed, it must also be pretty emotionally damaging to be injured by someone chucking a lunchbox full of cash at you. Although, a wonderfully ironic death for anyone who ever stole anyone's lunch money. Makes you think, doesn't it, Kevin? From Mr. Lear's class.
If there's one fight you want to avoid, it's one with a spider. No, I'm not just saying this because of my arachnophobia, but because they have 8 feet to kick you with. They will ruin you. The danger is only increased when your spider opponent has access to even more spiders and a pile of baked goods. This is what we observe in Undertale when you fight Muffet in the Hotlands. Get stuck in her web and she'll launch her arachnid pals and fresh pastries at you. But there is a monetary way to avoid getting trapped in a fight with Muffet, as noted by commenter Linium2. You can skip the whole boss fight by spending 9,999 gold on her store. Sure enough, when you first encounter Muffet, she has a much less combative demeanour, and is offering to sell you baked goods rather than throw them at you. However, these baked goods don't come cheap. While you may fancy something sweet, a donut from Muffet is 9,999 gold, an eye-wateringly high amount that would definitely wipe out most of a player's savings. But there is the option to grind to earn all that gold and buy yourself an expensive spider snack. The outcome of spending nearly 10,000 bucks on a donut is that when you enter Muffet's hideout, you will still get stuck in her web, but instead of fighting you, she'll thank you. You're welcome. You know, you really didn't need to still use the webs. However, there is another, much lower price you can pay. Buy a donut from the spiders in the ruins for just 7 gold right at the start of the game. Then you carry this bargain donut with you through the game and eat it in front of Muffet during the fight. At this point, a spider pal of hers will scurry on screen with a telegram from the ruins, informing her that actually you're a friend, not a foe. This not only saves you from the full boss fight, but from spending 9,992 gold. Although you do have to eat a donut that was made by spiders. They've definitely not washed all their hands.
When you throw money for charity, in real life it's usually into some sort of collection bucket, confident that that money is going towards a good cause. In Dragon's Dogma, that money is thrown into someone's face to cause a lot of pain. Ouch. But it still involves a special money receptacle, as explained by commenter Marshall Stoke 1004. In Dragon's Dogma, you can kill enemies by literally throwing your money at them with the Purse of Charity. Correct. The item known as the Coin Purse of Charity is a bag of money that you can huck at your intended victim for massive damage. Again. Ouch. The damage is so massive, in fact, that some wealthy players have beaten huge bosses by using nothing but several coin purses of charity. Not sure what's charitable about that, but maybe it was tax deductible. You can acquire the Coin Purse of Charity either by crafting it from various valuable materials or simply buying one off Fornival, a noble merchant wandering the streets of Grand Soren. At 7,500 gold, it's already not cheap. But that's not all you'll be spending, as every time you throw one of these bad boys, it costs you a whole 10,000 G, totaling 17,500 gold a pop, making this a very expensive attack. The game describes the Coin Purse of Charity as a coin purse said to help relieve one of material desires. I don't know, description. As material desires go, this kind of makes me want to get a load more money so I can keep using the Coin Purse of Charity. This thing is way OP.
When building a good wardrobe, it's often a good idea to buy investment pieces. Items of clothing that may be more pricey, but you will wear loads, will last a long time, and are unaffected by fickle fashion trends. The Zelda series, however, had a different kind of investment piece, as suggested by Jonathan the Whale Lord 5037, who wrote, "That one magic armor set from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess that makes rupees your health bar. Max wallet equals lots of health." Indeed, if you'd rather take a hit to your wallet than a hit to you, then you can wear this magic armor that will take 10 rupees from you every time any enemy lands a blow. That's a decent investment for anyone wanting to avoid the hassle of constantly dragging themselves to shops to fill up empty bottles with health potions. But a warning, it's definitely not like IRL investment pieces which save you money in the long run. You won't want to add this to your everyday wardrobe unless you're rolling in rupees. Why, this gaudy golden gear additionally drains 2 rupees per second whenever you have it equipped. And once the magic armor completely drains your purse, like Nintendo whenever they bring out a new amiibo collection, it loses its golden shine and has the same slowing effect on Link's movement as wearing his iconic iron boots. This is harder to move in than naughty skinny jeans. The sacrifices you make for fashion.
It's an urban myth that if you threw a penny off the top of the Empire State Building and it landed on someone's head, it would kill them. However, that doesn't mean that having currency thrown at you doesn't bloody hurt. Take the coins of Terraria, for example, as mentioned by commenter The First Wing. I noticed that in the money slot in your inventory in Terraria, each coin does ranged damage, which means you can A, shoot it from a bow or gun, or B, throw it at enemies. In Terraria, rather than dropping a coin and relying on gravity to take care of the acceleration, you can shoot a coin horizontally at your enemies. But you can't actually chuck it yourself with your bare hands. You need a specific gun, one named by many commenters, including Fishy Rain, who said, "Not a mention of Terraria? The coin gun was OP with gold/platinum coins." The coin gun is a rare weapon that, you guessed it, shoots coins. Only available in hard mode, it hits hard and, as hinted at by the commenter there, deals different damage depending on the value of the coin fired. So those players who were truly minted could make their lives a lot easier just by spending their bank balance. And many players set themselves the challenge of saving up a bunch of coins to do just that. Guess I won't be needing my trusty sock full of pennies anymore. We've got a better option for my coin-based fight club.
Some consider Animal Crossing a cozy game where you make animal friends and design your perfect home. I say it's a capitalism simulator where you strive to pay off a mortgage and acquire froggy chairs. Just like in real life. Now, bells are the in-game currency and lifeblood of all Animal Crossing games, and nowhere is this truer than in Animal Crossing New Horizons. In order to roll the credits in New Horizons, you need to achieve a 3-star island so that KK Slider will come do a gig in your town square. This is genuinely my jam. To reach the lofty goal of 3 stars, you need to develop your island so it is both gorgeous and covered in stuff. To achieve that, you must build new bridges, ramps and staircases, which can be funded by waiting for everyone else on the island to donate their fair share, or you can just bankroll the whole project yourself and get it done this century. But the advantage of being bell rich is not just about donating huge sums for building works, as explained by commenter Ninja Red Link. If you have enough bells, you can buy anything you want, never have a need to craft tools, and could possibly hire someone else to organise your flowers for a fee. Not that I'd do that, but I know I could. It's true, as soon as you've garnered enough bells, for instance by becoming stinking rich trading turnips on the stalk market, you can avoid Animal Crossing's crafting system altogether, simply purchasing anything you ever need. And whenever clown-faced sloth Leaf drops by your island, he can raise your star rating by clearing up all your weeds for you, albeit for an eye-watering 100,000 bells. And further to that, thanks to New Horizons multiplayer features, plenty of moneyed players have gone online to offer bells to other players willing to visit their island and do a spot of gardening on their behalf. In this way, a wealthy and work-shy Animal Crossing player might reach that precious 3-star rating without having to cut down all the overgrown grass themselves. No price is too high to get KK Slider on my island, except doing my own weeding.
Combine old school BioWare with early noughties D&D and you get the universally acclaimed Neverwinter Nights. This 2002 RPG is still much loved, with IGN placing it at number 4 in their top Dungeons & Dragons games of all time, and an enhanced edition being released in 2018. And to the point of this list, a substantial cash injection could help you in the final stretch. The final boss of Neverwinter Nights' second expansion, Hordes of the Underdark, is a hard-as-nails demon named Mephistopheles. Not to be confused with Mr. Mistopheles of Cats fame, who is sinister, don't get me wrong, but not an actual demon. As far as we know. For those players with deep enough pockets, there's a way to completely circumvent the Mephistopheles fight, as loads of you suggested in the comments, including Sad Little Turkey. In Neverwinter Nights, you can literally buy the true name of the final demon boss you face, allowing you to avoid fighting him altogether and banishing him to hell, saving yourself from an extremely difficult boss fight. Yes, learning the true name of Mr. Mephistopheles gives you complete control over him to the extent that you can simply order him to die.
My true name? You've commanded me. Where did you learn it? Oh, but I must obey. What is it you wish of me, Master? How must I serve you?
See, this is why I tell no one my real name. My channel, as if. In order to acquire that true name and that outcome, you must locate the knower of names. Guess what she does? Then you have to drop 500,000 gold to find out that the true name of the great and powerful demon Mephistopheles is actually Kevin. I'm just kidding. It's Thraxphil the Ambitious, which, as names go, at least you're not going to get confused with one of Andrew Lloyd Webber's cats.
So those were some of your suggestions for the times that you won a game by just like making loads of money in it. It's quite a regular thing that you could do in these games. Can you think of even more examples? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to support us further. By throw money, if we're your problems, yeah, right? Throw money at us in the OX Supporters Club over on Patreon, and then you can join the Discord. There's lots of lovely folks on there. And if you want to watch some more things, which you don't have to throw money at, don't worry, you can just go and watch them and enjoy them. We've got some more videos there from here and from outside Xbox. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and yeah, keep hoarding all that in-game money. Woo! Making it rain!